Hello. Don't know what I plan on talking about. Oh yeah. I did work all day today. I haven't slept in 2 nights. Maybe too much coffee. Actually, yeah, too much coffee. You live and learn. And I just finished a coffee, so maybe you don't learn. Maybe I will learn after watching this video. So I wrote a new blog post yesterday in my morning pages of my new, I kind of narrowed down my philosophy on life now. And from that, I wanted to dissect why life is better now than it was. Because I keep meeting people who are really, really suffering and really feeling sad and hopeless about their situations and stressed out and their body is starting to break down and all the things that used to be, that was my life as well. And I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I love continually learning to try and make sure that I'm up. I don't stop. I don't stop. I don't go, okay, I've learned everything I need to learn now, and therefore I shall never be unhappy. It's not. I'm not. I don't know if that's possible unless you, like I've said I don't know if that's possible unless you're Buddha or something. I think that you have to continually be interested in this subject as a life interest, and also when I'm talking to people, there's different avenues, different ways of being able to help people, and generally, by sharing how you did it. But at the same time, like as I go through every single day of my life, every single moment of my life, I learn more. I get better at it, and it's not like I get tested. I get new challenges to face that I haven't faced before, never been in this situation before, but I do have this arsenal of tools now. I have this, I've trained my brain to look for the positive already, so I can generally get myself out of things much faster than I used to. My life used to be, I guess I'd spend 20 years dwelling in the same thing. I would never let it go. I would never forgive and let go, and it was like, they did this to me and yada yada yada, and now I can let it go and be happy. Not anyone can hurt me. You can't hurt me. You can't hurt me, you can't hurt me, you can't hurt me. No matter what you do to me, you can't hurt me now, because I don't allow that outside interference to affect my internal way of working. So it's not an illusion, it's not fake. I really can just bounce back to happy. And if the worst part is when you think that you actually are the person that can help somebody and you don't have a clue how to help them, and you still want to help them, and then you're like, but I really want to accept them for where they are. That part of it is like the stuff that I always struggle with. I always struggle with, because I don't know what the right word is to say, because hey, it took me, I'm 39 now, and it took about 37 years for me to grasp everything. So like all these seeds were planted over my lifetime. Maybe a friend when I was 15 said, hey, seed planted. Then I read a book when I was 16 and another seed was planted, and then I read another book or listened to a video or heard from a teacher. Like all these seeds were planted, but I didn't actually implement. I didn't understand. I still was closed-minded, still sleeping in a way. I still didn't. I of still like holding on to everything that didn't, that didn't feel like, you feel unworthy, and you feel unvalued, and you feel like people are deliberately trying to hurt you and things like that. But no one can hurt you. No one has that power over you. We are our own worst enemies. We really are. We hurt ourselves with our thoughts. Our thoughts are really dangerous. They're a really powerful tool, and they're very dangerous. They can make us extremely sick. So, so I'm going to start really trying to dissect how I process certain situations, so that I can share it, so I can have, I want to have a place, I'll probably make a podcast out of it and just make little audios and stuff like that, but I might do videos as well, depending on how I feel. I don't care. Do whatever I want to do. So, but I really want to have one place. I meet people all the time, and I just want to be able to say, you know what, go here and see if there's anything that resonates with you, and have, what I've done so far dissected. There's so many people that have helped me get to where I am now. Millions of advice and seeds have been planted to get to where I am now, and I'm still not, there's no done. I'm still working on myself. I'm ever upkeeping myself, ever evolving myself, ever expanding myself, ever growing, ever learning. So I'm constantly learning new ways for myself, because I've changed. My level of perception has changed as I've taken on this and taken on that, taken on this, and then I face a new situation. And even with all these tools, thoughts, mindset, practice, all that kind of stuff, even with that, I'm like, okay, well, how do I deal with this now? And when somebody else, tells me something, terrible has happened in their life, they've hurt somebody very badly, and they've never moved past it, and it was 10 years ago, and that other person has already moved on past it, but these people are living in their guilt and their suffering, and they're still torturing themselves, and they're still sabotaging themselves to pay for what they did a decade ago, when really it's you take the lesson. You're sorry. You've taken the lesson. You're never going to do it again. You need to forgive yourself, really, So there's lots of little things. It's easier said than done. Yes, you need to forgive yourself. I want to be able to say, here's how to forgive yourself. Here is how to forgive yourself. Here is how to deal with an absolute arsehole at work. Here is how to deal with somebody who you believe is hurting you. Things like that. So I want to be able to, bring up all these different things, and just how I deal with it, and be able to then, when I find people in my life, which is every single day, where I see them suffering, and I go, God, I wish I could send them to my website, but I can't. It's too crazy. My website is too crazy for everyday dramas. It's beyond everyday dramas now. It's too far gone. No one's going to get it. They need the seeds first. They need to go, okay, look, I'm in this situation, and my boss is an asshole, and blah, blah, blah. How do I not make it affect my life? And my partner is, I can't leave my partner, and I'm stuck in this relationship, and yada, yada, yada. I don't know, there's a multiple 1,000,001 things that humans deal with on a day-to-day basis, and if there's anything that I can help with, I just want to be able to share, the things that have helped me, and share the teachers who have helped me, who I learnt these things from, and which ones worked for me. And if it doesn't resonate with you, then that's not the tool that you need to use. But at least it plants a seed of seeking your way of dealing with whatever situation you've got in front of you. And so I just thought I'd bring that up. That's what I intend to do. I'm going to just start recording some of the things that I do on a day-to-day basis, and as I deal with different things, how I move from despair or despair. No, I don't really get despair too much. How I move from low to back to normal or even higher as I move through life, just how I do it. And hey, never know, there might be something in there that you can actually use, or that that helps somebody. I just want a place where when I meet them all the time, and I want to be able to have useful things, not just my crazy stuff, which is, I still might add them. It might help some people, but I just want people to be able to find, a list of titles of the things that, as I come across them, and then they go, okay, I resonate with that one, and they can use it in their life straight away. Like, I can use all the stuff that I've learnt. And also it'll help me as well. Like, it'll remind me of how effective that particular method was for me, and I might end up, using it more often in my own life when I forget, and also because I keep learning. I keep coming across things. Even, last week, was it 2 weeks ago maybe, my car broke down, then I got it fixed, and then it broke down again on the freeway, and I seriously, I couldn't stop laughing. I thought it was the funniest thing ever. And I was late for work, and, it could have been chaos. But it ended up being really, it just shows me, yeah, I might have something that, I might be crazy. Yeah, well, so might you be. I might be crazy and laughing hysterically at my broken down car on the freeway on the way to work. But I also might have something there that might help people who not go through their days with such misery and suffering and stuff like that. You just don't need to. I'm telling you don't need to. It's all in here. Or it's all in here, your heart. It's not not taking life so finite. It's not saying, oh, this happened to me, therefore, and you've got this whole story. I'm a bad person, I'm worthless, I'm value, oh, of course this is going to happen, what else is going to happen to me? All this, you get on the boom, 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 and you keep going down, 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 and God, it's so much harder to get up once you've put yourself down to all your stories and beliefs and stuff like that. Or, of course this is going to happen to me, and now I'm total freaking head case, unable to get out of bed because my car broke down. Whereas it's, oh, my car broke down. All right, what's the solution? That's it. That's the only thing to focus on. It's not how bad can it get. It's like, okay, what's the solution? And if there is no solution, well, then you still don't get despaired about it. Okay, there's no solution, so why am I getting worried about it? There's no solution? Okay, I'm not getting worried about it, because worrying about it doesn't actually bring the solution. You know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. And yeah, so I will start sharing stuff. I still haven't moved my van dwelling videos to the other channel yet. Can't be bothered at the moment. Hey, never know, maybe in the next video. I don't want to promise anything. I just like to take each moment do whatever I feel like doing in the moment. And yeah, gone a bit long already. See ya.